Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited. We are going to be doing one of my favorite videos every single year that I get so excited to make, and that is my 2018 favorites. My best of beauty 2018. Like, I literally cannot even believe 2018 is almost over. I'm sure everybody says this in their videos, but like, where the heck did 2018 go? 2018 for me was definitely the best and also the most craziest year. Steven and I started 2018 off by getting a dog together, our dog Prince, and then we ended it by buying our first house and getting married. So there was a lot of changes, a lot of stuff going on in my life this year, but it was so amazing. We also hit 500,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel this year, which is something that I will always cherish and never forget. And yeah, it was just an amazing year, and I am so excited for 2019 and to see what is to come. But today we're going to be reminiscing and talking about all of my absolute favorite products from 2018. These are my most used, my go-tos, and just my favorite stuff. I kind of picked something from every single category of makeup. That's how I like to do it for the most part, unless there's a category that I'm really just not feeling a favorite, then we'll skip over it. I hope you all had a happy holiday, and also comment down below what your New Year's resolution is. I would love to hear. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so for primer this year, my absolute favorite primer is from IT Cosmetics, and this is the Bye Bye Pores primer. This is an oil-free, poreless, skin perfecting serum primer. That's what it says. Honestly, I love this primer for two reasons. One, it does not break me out. I have noticed so much that when I do break out, like anywhere besides my chin area, because my chin is normally hormones, but when I break out anywhere else in my face, 9 times out of 10 it's when I'm trying a new primer and I'm like, dang, it must be primers that are breaking me out, because you know, you kind of put primers on top of your skin so they're meant to fill your pores, aka kind of clog them, I guess. Like, I don't really know, but this one does not irritate my skin at all, and a lot of them do. Like, they'll cause like little bumps like right in the areas where I would apply primer, so I always know that that's what's causing it. But this one does not irritate my skin at all. Maybe because it's oil free might have something to do with that, but it does an amazing job of really filling in my pores, making my skin look really like flat, clean canvas without getting any of those bumps or anything. So love this. I literally need another one. There's like basically none left in this, but this was my favorite primer and pretty much the only thing that I used every day unless I was trying something new that was breaking me out. This next product isn't really a primer, but I sometimes kind of use it as one. And I use this all the time. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. So what I actually use this for most days is I just put this all over my face, like when I'm running out and doing errands and stuff, because I don't really wear makeup on the days when I'm not filming. I feel like people always think that I have a lot of makeup on, and that is so not the case. But you guys know that I self-tan my body, but I don't self-tan my face. So a lot of times my body is a lot darker than my face is. So literally going out in public, like people would be like, what's wrong with that girl? Because my face is like 12 shades lighter than my body. So what I like to do is just put a little bit of this liquid bronzer on my face and then go out the door. I don't even need foundation or anything like that. So I really like this. This is the deeper shade, I believe. This one's medium glow. So they have a light glow, and then I think they have a deep glow as well. So I use the medium one, and I really like this. It can also definitely be used as a primer before you apply your foundation, or you can add it into your foundation if you want like a really glowy kind of pretty look, which I have done before as well. But my most use for this is just all over the face, running out, giving me a little bit of glow and kind of matching my face to my neck without having to do full-on foundation. Up next for foundation, I was watching my 2017 favorites, and you guys will see that there are a couple overlaps in favorites, because in some categories there was just nothing else that beat out my product from last year, and foundation is one of those categories. Too Faced Born This Way is still by far my most used foundation in 2018. I love this foundation. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find a foundation that I like as much as this. It's just perfect for me. It's full coverage, yet it doesn't dry out my skin, and it's not like a super matte finish. It's much more natural. It's just like beautiful, long lasting. The color really matches me well. I always use the color Warm Beige, and yeah, this is just my baby. I love the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I do have a honorable mention because I did include this in my 2017 favorites, because this was my favorite for all of 2017, and then it literally was my favorite again for 2018, so I had to mention it. But I do have an honorable mention of a new foundation that I did try this year that is really good, and that is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. This is a really nice foundation as well. I have it in shade Y335. This is a very matte foundation, so it's definitely a different finish from the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, but it's not drying on the skin. So as long as it's not drying on the skin, I don't have a problem problem with matte foundations, and this is also very, very, very full coverage. Like anything you have going on your face, this is gonna cover up. I would say that Too Faced Born This Way is medium to full coverage, where this one is just straight full coverage. So if I have like a lot of breakouts, something weird's going on with my skin, I will reach for this guy just because I know it's gonna cover, and it's gonna last really well. It does say on here that it is 24-hour wear. I've never worn it for 24 hours, but it does wear very well on my skin and it doesn't fade and stuff, which I really, really like. So this definitely gets an honorable mention. I don't like it just as much as my Too Faced Born This Way. This definitely gets more use, but this really is a great foundation and was a favorite of mine this year. Moving right along to concealer, oh my gosh. So this concealer, I feel like came out of nowhere, and it should be no surprise that I love it, but the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer is so amazing. Literally since I received this in PR and the first time I used it, I have not put it down. It is so good. And it's funny because obviously you guys know I love the Born This Way foundation, but then Too Faced has another Born This Way concealer, and this one's called the Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, where I don't know what the other Born This Way concealer is called, but that one I actually don't really like. Like it's not a favorite of mine. It's not something that I would really reach for. And then they came out with this and I was like, oh my God, literally amazing. So I would say very similar to the foundation in the fact that it is medium to full coverage depending on how much you use, but it has a more natural finish. It's not as matte or drying on the under eyes as a lot of full coverage concealers can be. And this is also really great to contour as well. I think I use shade Mocha, I believe, to do like face contour. Also really nice. I love the applicator. It's like a big kind of doe foot. Fits really well on my under eyes. It's soft. It's amazing. Like this is an amazing concealer. Like Too Faced kills it on the face products, and this definitely is something that I used pretty much every single day since I've gotten it. I use the shade of Vanilla on my under eyes. That's what I have on my under eyes today. It does a really nice job of not only covering up my dark circles, but also highlighting and brightening my under eyes, which is what I need. So I highly recommend you guys try this out. You guys know I love Tarte Shape Tape as well, and I still do use that all the time. To me, they're different in the fact that Tarte Shape Tape is a more matte finish, where this one is more natural. So it kind of depends what you want and what look you're going for. If I was to use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation, I would probably use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer just because it's more matte underneath the eyes, rather than this one having a more natural type finish. So it kind of depends what you're looking for. Both are amazing, but this one definitely got a ton of use this year and I love it so much. Up next for powders, I am not super into powders because my skin is dry. I kind of just use powders to like set my foundation so it's not tacky and keep it moving. Like I'm not really looking for oil control or something that's super mattifying, but one powder that I actually tried this year that I did really like that I wanted to mention is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. This is actually really nice. In my opinion, it's better than the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which is kind of a very similar conceptual product. It's a white powder and you can use it to set your under eyes. I actually didn't use it today. I used the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, which you guys know I love as well, underneath my eyes, but this is a really finely milled powder which you can use to set your under eyes and also brighten them at the same time. But it's not gonna look stark white underneath your eyes, because sometimes if you use like a super light powder, you're gonna be looking crazy, especially in pictures where you're not gonna get that with this. I actually used this to set my under eye concealer on my wedding day and I didn't have any issues. So I really like this powder. I think it's really good. I still love Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana as well, and that's a lot cheaper, but this was definitely a newer product that I tried this year that I did really like. For brows this year, my favorite brow product by far was from CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl, it's called the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. Love this, you guys. Oh my God, this is so good. This is literally a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, if not better. Like, I love this so much. I have Honey Brown right here, which is actually what I used on my brows today. It's a very fine tip shade, and then you have a spoolie on the other side. I also use the shade Soft Brown a lot of the time as well. So if you guys see me with a deeper brow, it's Soft Brown, lighter brow, it's Honey Brown. I kind of just change it based on like my eye look and stuff, but love these. They're great. They're super pigmented. They're so easy to use, but they look really natural. They don't have like an overly waxy finish to them. And I love that there's a spoolie on the one side so you can just run through your brows to keep it really natural, but I just feel like this is so easy to use. The fine tip point is amazing, and it doesn't break off either, because I feel like with a lot of eyebrow pencils that are super fine like this, they can break off really easily, but I've actually never had this break off. So highly recommend. CoverGirl in general this year killed it with so many products, but this brow product is a staple. I literally use it every single day. Up next, we are going to talk mascara, and my favorite mascara from this year is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. So you guys know I wear lashes all the time, but I actually probably wore lashes the least amount this year. On camera, I always wear lashes just because your eyes can definitely get really like washed out with all the bright lights and everything. But in my daily day-to-day life, I started to wear just mascara a lot more often than always putting on lashes. And this mascara literally makes my natural lashes look like falsies, even though my natural lashes are nothing special. Like, I don't have super short natural lashes or anything, but like they're not great either. They're just like mediocre at best. But this really does lift them up, lengthen them, volumize them. Like, it literally does the three big things that you want a mascara to do, which is curl your lashes, lengthen your lashes, and make them more voluminous. And I love this. For the longest time, I never even bought high-end mascara because you can get great mascaras from the drugstore, and that's something that I feel like the drugstore has always been really great at. So I was always like, oh, you don't need high-end mascaras. And then I tried this and I was like, oh, okay. This is amazing. It's really, really good. So yeah, I love this. I highly recommend it. I think it's definitely worth the money and has saved me from having to wear falsies like literally all the time. And I just put this on my natural lashes and it really does look nice. Now, of course, we gotta talk falsies as well. And with this, there was no change. My favorite falsies are still my favorite falsies from 2017, and those are the Salon Perfect 614 lashes. I cut off the top of the box because the boxes have like this high top on them and they just fit better in my drawers when they're like this. But I love these. You guys can buy these at Walmart. You can get them in these little 5-packs at Walmart, or you can get just like the single ones as well. But love, love, love these. I wear them all the time. This is like my most used lash. Honestly, if I'm not wearing this, it's like a big event, okay? And I have like big mink lashes on or something because this is pretty much all that I ever wear. They just fit my eye shape really well. I don't even have to cut them, and they're like the right balance of like kind of natural versus like, oh wow, like those are dramatic, like, because they're long and they're wispy. And a lot of times actually when I wear these, people ask me if I have lash extensions because they do really look natural, but they look like enhanced natural lashes, if that kind of makes sense. So love, love, love these. They're still my favorite. They're super cheap. Like I said, you could literally get them at Walmart, and I think Amazon has them too. I will link them down below with everything else that I talk about in today's video, but these are still my faves carrying over from 2017. Okay, up next is eyeshadow palettes, and honestly, this is the one category that stumped me. Like, I didn't have a favorite, really, for 2018. Like, I was like, what was my favorite eyeshadow palette for 2018? Like, I feel like so many eyeshadow palettes came out this year, and maybe that's the problem, is that so many came out that it's hard for me to pick one favorite. Like, I could pick a lot that I liked, but I felt like every day when I was doing my makeup, I was using like a different palette and like testing a new palette because there were so many that were coming out. So it was a really hard category for me to really pick a favorite and be like, this was it, like this was my favorite to like recommend to you guys. So I don't really have a favorite for 2018 for eyeshadow palette. I do want to mention an honorable mention of a current favorite, although I definitely can't make it a 2018 favorite because it is so new. But I have really been loving the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. This is really, really beautiful. I did a video on this, I want to say a couple weeks ago, so I really haven't had it for that long, but I have used it probably like 6 or 7 times since I've had it, which is a lot for me because I am always using different palettes and getting sent different things to try. But I do really, really like this palette. I think it's beautiful and it works really well on the eyes. The glitters are amazing. I can link my review of it down below, but I did want to give this an honorable mention as a great palette and something that I have been using a lot recently. But like I said, in general, I really don't have a favorite eyeshadow palette for 2018, which is kind of sad, but I don't know, I didn't want to just like pick a favorite and throw it at you guys and be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite, when really I was just always using different palettes and there really wasn't like a standout favorite to me. For eyeliners, I have 2 because I use a different eyeliner on like my top lid than I would like in my waterline. So I have 2 different ones. The one that I love for my winged liner this year is from Stila. This is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner Micro Tip. You guys are gonna die. This is like the smallest little tipped liner. At first I was like, I think that's too small, like that is not gonna work, but it is so easy to get into like every little crevice of your eye and do your wing and like make everything super black. It's just like literally so pretty. Like you can do light strokes or then you can do like a dark, like deep one. It's just very easy to use. I really like it. And I like felt tip liners like this. So this was definitely my favorite and most used for my top liner this year. And it's waterproof too, so you can bring it all the way in. Ooh, I just hit my nose with it. So you can bring it all the way into your inner corner and not have to worry about it like fraying out. And then for my waterline, my absolute favorite this year is from Tarte. This is their Fake Awake liner. So I actually have it in my waterline today. I used to always use a white liner in my waterline because it really helps to like open up your eyes. But that's like a little harsh, I feel like it looks a little weird, where this one, if you guys can see, not to be weird, I'm literally like pulling my eyes down. but it's like more of like a cream shade. It's less harsh, but it still does the job of like opening up your eyes and making them feel like bright and awake. So I really, really like this. It's like a champagne-y cream. I'll put a swatch on my hand so you guys can see right there. I'm not sure that you're gonna be able to see because it's kind of close to my skin tone, but it's really, really pretty, and it's much more natural than just a stark white on the waterline, and it's very pigmented because it can be hard to get something to show up pigmented on your waterline, but this one literally like one swipe shows up. It's great, and it doesn't really budge, which is amazing as well. So you guys are probably wondering like, okay, you haven't talked about that many face products aside from like foundations and concealers and stuff, but I haven't talked to you guys about like bronzer and blush and all that sort of stuff, and that is because this year, honestly, they've all been in this one palette, and this palette is so dirty because I use it every day, but this is probably my all-time favorite of 2018 in total, and that is the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. I feel like I have a lot of Too Faced products. This is not sponsored by Too Faced or sponsored by anybody. They came out with good products this year, and their face products, I like them. This is the best palette ever. I literally use this, like I said, every single day. You can see it's well used, it's dirty, I know, you're judging me. But like, this is so amazing. This bronzer right here in Tropic Like It's Hot is the bronzer that I use all over my face every day to warm up my face. And then I go in with this Sunny Honey bronzer up here, which is a matte bronzer, and I use that to contour. I dip my brush in both of these blushes and just pop a little bit on my cheeks. And then this highlighter in Satin Sheets is my favorite. This is like the prettiest highlight ever. I have it on my cheekbones actually right now, but yeah, love, love, love this palette. I actually don't really use this top highlight in Starlight. It doesn't get much use. I love this one so much that I really never dip into that one, but this is an amazing palette. This has come all over the world with me this year, ever since I got it, and I literally use it like every single day. It's amazing, and it's so nice to actually have like all of your favorite products in here because these are genuinely all so good, so I don't have to keep reaching for like a separate bronzer and a separate highlight and a separate blush. Like, they're literally all amazing and all in this compact like palette. So love this. It got so much use this year. Like I said, I know you're judging me, but it's bomb. You guys gotta try it. My favorite lip product this year I am wearing on my lips right now, and that is the Tarte H2O lip gloss in the shade Sandy Toes. This is just the prettiest lip gloss literally in the world, and it lasts for a really long time, which I like as well. Like, I actually put this on a long time ago because I got ready earlier, and then I ended up having to run out and do errands, and then I'm filming now, but I'll put a little bit more on so you guys can see. It is just the prettiest lip gloss. It's the right amount of like sparkle and shine, and it lasts a really long time without being overly sticky, and I love the shade. It's very neutral with a hint of pink, but this is just like my all-time favorite. Like, I literally wear this on my lips pretty much every single day, and it's very pigmented on its own as well. Most times I will put like some sort of light pinky mauve lipstick underneath it, but you definitely don't have to do that with this. Like, it's pretty opaque to the color that it is once applied to the lips. Like, sometimes I'll just line my lips and then put the gloss on, and it pretty much looks the same with or without the lipstick. So I love, love, love this. The formula on the H2O glosses is amazing. Like, all of them are really good, but this shade in particular is like my everyday go-to. I wear it all the time, so love this. Favorite lip product of 2018 for sure. And then last but not least, we have setting spray, and this is another one that the 2017 favorite has reclaimed the throne again. There has been no change. The Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I don't know that I'll ever find a setting spray that I like as much as Urban Decay All Nighter. This is just the absolute best. This really will make a difference in how long your makeup will last. I feel like so often setting sprays can almost be kind of gimmicky, and people are like, it doesn't do anything. This really is gonna help to make your makeup last. Like, I have worn this in extreme heat. Like, I went to Las Vegas on my bachelorette party. It was like 120 degrees, and my makeup did not budge. And people are always like, oh my God, how does your makeup still look so good? And I'm like, the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Or like, literally on my wedding day, like, my ceremony wasn't until 6:30 at night, but I did my makeup at like 11 a.m. and because we had pictures and everything else that I had to be ready for, and like, my makeup still looked perfect come the ceremony, and that's because of this. Like, this stuff is amazing. I swear by it, and yeah, this was my 2017 favorite, and I did not find another one in 2018. I still love it very much. So yeah, that is it. That is everything, you guys. Those are my most used products for 2018. I would love to hear what your guys' most used products were, and I also still definitely want to hear about your resolutions as well for New Year's, so definitely let me know down below in the comments. You guys are definitely probably gonna see another video from me before New Year's. But anyways, Happy New Year, and I love you guys so much. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!